All right, guys. So I'm going to answer the question once and for all. How long does YouTube take for a busy business owner? Because there is so many different types of YouTube videos that you can make, and everybody always asks me this. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer it right now. I'm going to tell you exactly how long it's going to take with the different types of content. So, first of all, minimalist content. This is the type of content that you see on this channel, the channel that you're watching now. Mass market content is what you would see on the Shane Hummus channel, the channel that I have with over 1 million subscribers. That's more mass market. It's heavily edited. You could also call this retention content. It's another name for it, mass market retention content. Minimalist content is the type of content that you make for like a niche audience. A lot of the time, it's going to be like a sophisticated viewer who just cares about being educated and they care about the subject matter. They don't really care all that much about entertainment or fancy editing, et cetera, et cetera. So for minimalist content by yourself, if you do absolutely everything by yourself, um, well, the cool thing is it's going to take about the same amount of time. It's going to take like less than 4 hours per week. Okay. So for a small team, less than 4 hours. For a medium team, less than 4 hours. And for a full team, less than 4 hours. Because pretty much all you have to do with minimalist style content is you make sure that you have a good idea, right? Make sure you look up the idea using the icon method. I've talked about that in other videos if you want to know what that is, because the idea is the single most important thing. And then also make sure you make a good thumbnail, title, intro. But other than that, you're literally just recording the video, and that's it. And it's, you can usually do it in one take. A lot of the time, you don't even need to edit it. I might edit this video a little bit. I might have some pop-ups, but for the most part, it's like not even edited. And so you can do it in less than 4 hours of work with minimalist content. And that's one of the reasons why I always recommend that people start off with this, because it's pretty effective and it doesn't take a whole lot of work. Whereas retention editing is also very effective, but it takes a massive amount of work. Now, when it comes to the 4 hours, you might spend like 1 hour on the idea. Okay. 1 hour on the ideas. And then maybe with script writing, you can make very basic scripts. So I don't know, maybe 1 hour for the scripts. You probably don't even need to spend that. And then you either edit the video yourself, which again, like this video, I don't even know if I'm going to edit it at all. If I do, it's going to be extremely minimalist editing. That might take another 1 hour. And then recording. Okay. Recording. This is edit. Right. So that's about 4 hours. And that's if you do everything by yourself. Now, if you have a small team, you're working with like some freelancers, maybe even just something that simple, just literally hiring somebody you think is good off of Fiverr. You can get this down to, 2-3 hours a week. And then with a medium team, even less, and with a full team, even less. But it's kind of redundant to even have a medium team or a full team when you're making minimalist style content. I suppose you could. It's like slightly nicer to have that, but you can pretty much just do it by yourself. It's very simple and it's very easy. Now let's talk about mass market content. Like I said, mass market content is, pretty extreme editing. These videos are, they take a long time to edit. They're much more curated. They're a little more entertainment based. Like you're honestly, at the end of the day, you're kind of trying to entertain people, which is why you're trying to get the retention up. Now, by yourself, mass market content is pretty much like a full-time job. Okay. Like it's going to be like 20 to 40 hours a week. Okay. Now, of course, this depends on your upload schedule, but I'm assuming you're doing 3 videos per week. Yeah, it's going to be about 20 to 40 hours a week. With a small team, we're talking like just, basically you working with freelancers, like you work with a freelance video editor, a freelance thumbnail designer, and that kind of thing. And you're probably writing the scripts yourself and you're coming up with the ideas yourself. With a small team, you can get it down to probably about, maybe 10 to 20 hours a week. Okay. And with a medium team, we're talking like a script writer, a video editor, a thumbnail designer, but you are still the person who is kind of like doing the quality control. You have the creative direction, which means you're going to be spending a lot of time with the creative direction and the quality control. You can probably get it down to about like 10 hours a week or so, somewhere around there. And this is like an in-house team as well. It's nicer to work with in-house teams because usually you're on the same page and there's just less quality control feedback. And then with a full team, this is where I'm at. I spend less than 4 hours per week. And the difference between the full team and the medium team is you do have the thumbnail, right? You got the thumbnail designer, you got the editor, so video editor, you got the script writer, but then you have this position called a creative director. And this person is going to be doing the uh, quality control. That's one of the biggest things. So they're going to be giving feedback to other people on the team, feedback on the videos, feedback on the scripts, feedback on the ideas, etc. And they're also going to be in control of the creative direction. Okay, creative direction of the channel in general. So they might actually be coming up with your ideas. They might be coming up with your branding, with your, how you present yourself, et cetera, et cetera. Right? They help write the scripts. They help position your channel in a certain way, create a certain ambiance, a certain emotion of your channel, and that's a really big thing. So quality control and creative direction are huge, and they can take care of that because that does take some time, and it's kind of big brain, right? It's big brain stuff. So with the full team, you can get it down to about 4 hours a week. This is what I teach people how to do. I teach YouTube for busy business owners. If you want a free training on, kind of how it works and what I teach people and how the cake is baked, basically, I'll leave just a link down in the description in the pinned comment below, so you can check that out. But yeah, so 4 hours a week for a full team, 10 hours a week for the medium team, 10 to 20 hours a week with a small team. And by yourself, it's going to be 20 to 40 hours a week. And you're likely not even going to hit the 3 videos per week. You're probably going to do a lot less than that. However, with minimalist content, it's a lot less. It really doesn't take that much time at all. And that's why I recommend most people start off with minimalist content. And then over time, you can decide whether you want to move to mass market content. When I first started on YouTube, I did make relatively minimalist content as well. And it still did really well because I focused on what actually matters, which is the idea, right? The idea, that's what really matters. And then after the idea, the thumbnail, title, and intro is the second most important thing. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful. I do get this question all the time. That's approximately how long YouTube takes for a busy business owner. So, looking at this, you could probably fit it into your schedule. It really doesn't take all that much time.